Effective ways to address misbehavior. When a student does something inappropriate in class, he is usually expecting the teacher to react in a certain way. He knows he has an audience, his classmates, and he is often putting on a performance. Many teachers make the mistake of dealing with this type of student in front of his audience, and the behavior rarely improves. In fact, a bad situation usually worsens. Great teachers, of course, have effective ways of dealing with this type of student. They talk one-on-one in private, diffusing any hope of a power struggle or an Oscar-winning performance on the part of the student. Most teachers are doing the best they can with the skills they possess, but some have not yet fully grasped the concept of classroom management. In previous videos, I talk about ways to secure students' attention and to establish clear rules and procedures with them. But have you had any students who occasionally still don't follow all of your procedures? Do you have students who are chronic talkers and are failing to raise their hands to ask for permission to speak? Well, I will be sharing an effective technique for dealing with a student who is behaving inappropriately or is regularly ignoring one of your procedures. Here's the technique. The private practice session. When a student is chronically talking out of turn, meet the student privately and say, in a tone of concern, not frustration, I've noticed that you're having trouble remembering our procedure for raising your hand before speaking. Don't be too harsh on yourself for forgetting. I'm an adult and I often forget things. But I know how embarrassing it can be to forget so often in front of your friends. So here's what I'm willing to do for you. I will give you my recess today and practice with you so that you will become really good at following that procedure and be less likely to forget. I'm happy to do that for you. So see you at recess. That's it. In essence, you are pretending that you think that the student is just forgetting to raise his hand. Surely he would not purposely ignore your procedure. The key is that you are not at all sarcastic and that you tell the student you are willing to give your own time to help him. Do you see what you just did? You did not take his recess from him, but rather you gave him yours. So the student comes in at recess and you say, thanks for coming in. Okay, now pretend that we are in class and you have something you want to say. Show me what you'll do. The student slowly raises his hand and you say, great, I can give you 15 more minutes of practice. Do you think you need more practice? Or do you feel like you have it now? The student will always say they have it. Then say, great, see you tomorrow. Oh, if you forget again tomorrow, that's my fault. That simply means I didn't give you enough practice. I'll even stay after school for you if you need. Just let me know. Please note that this technique takes less than a minute. So the good news is that you don't lose your own recess after all. One final note. Some teachers may ask, well, what if the student doesn't show up at recess? The answer is simple. Go and find him and say, oh, you must have forgotten that you and I have a practice session. Let's go. And you do this with a smile on your face. The private practice session strategy is a simple one that produces amazing results. Anyone who tells you that private practice sessions with students don't work as they have obviously never tried them or they are not using them appropriately. So practice your private practice sessions and you'll soon see fewer behavior indiscretions. And these can be used for all types of misbehavior, not just chronic talkers. See you next video.